I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can.
Good morning. So on this video we're going to be doing a video on concrete, specifically how to do stamped concrete. So we're going to go through the same process of just laying out the concrete, getting it finished, and then get to a point where we start doing the stamping. So for the stamps, these are some of the stamps that we have. So these I carry in the truck with me all the time because these are clean, and I can show the customers and they can kind of see the different textures. So this one's just a texture skin, and this one is the Asher Slate. Both of them are really good. So what we're gonna do is the top part of the patio, they're gonna get textured. The rest of it's just gonna be regular concrete. So I want to go ahead and show you, like, if you decide to tackle a little project, there are places that do rent the skin. So if you want to do the concrete yourself and you want to do the stamping yourself, you can. I'm going to show you kind of step by step on how to get that done. So this part is just going to be all regular concrete. This section up here is the part that we're going to go ahead and stamp. So let me get you guys set up. We'll take a look at the process and go step by step on how to get that done. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So let me get you guys set up. Once we get the concrete down, first thing we gotta do is bowl float it. After we bowl float it is when we're gonna start working it. So we're just gonna start flattening it out, doing the edges. Have to wait for it to dry up a little bit, so we'll kind of skip over that one. And then we're gonna start marking out the joints. As soon as the joints are in, we're gonna start getting ready to go on. So I jump on there, take out that first half and then that little square, and then I come around and start working the stamps. So I come around to the other side, start throwing out the release, and get started on the stamps. Alright, so first thing I'm doing is broadcasting the color release. It's gonna give it that second accent color and keep the stamp from sticking. And then these mats here, you can actually get on the Amazon. There's 3 of these 3x3s and one of the 18x18s, and they're about, I think it was like $4.50 or so. So what we're gonna do is just gonna lay this first one down. All right, once we lay down the stamps, I'm gonna go ahead and get the thumper and start thumping away. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go through. Like to set them all down and then just kind of work my way across, and then start moving the skins as I go. So I'm just gonna go all the way around, get out. All right, we are all set with the stamp. So now what we would do is tomorrow I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna pressure wash this when we strip all the frames. Pressure wash this, that way you kind of see what the final result would be. And like I said, this is all just done with the same concrete that we used on driveway. The only difference was we did the color release, which is that bucket, and then the stamps. And like I said, these stamps, you can pick them up on Amazon. And I did the whole thing with just the 3 stamps and the floppy. That way you can see, even something like this, you can get done yourself. So I look like I was sticking my face in coal, I'm sure. I'm sure I would look like a mess, and my hands are completely messed up. But tomorrow we'll come back, pressure wash it, and we'll see how everything goes. All right, see you. So this is the next day. What I'm using here is this small little Ryobi plug-in power washer. I like this one just because it doesn't take a whole lot of material off. So with the color, if you take out too much, you're gonna have, the only way to get it back on there is if you do like an acid stain or you do some kind of other stain. Where if you do, a lighter pressure wash, you can do it. If you still want to take more out, you can. Even if it's, weeks out, you can still get some acid and, take out some more of that material, but it's hard to put it back on. Okay, so that is it. So you can see some of that color once it dry off, so there's not much sun, it'll end up looking like that. And it'll lighten up. In the next 30 days, all this concrete will turn into like that white color or that light gray color. So will this, but then the black will be like its accents. So that's basically it for this one. Just kind of give you another shot. Here we have the turf that we just put in, the concrete, and then the stem concrete out there. But yeah, I mean, that's basically how you would go about, doing stamped concrete on your own. Like I said, you can either get a small kit from Amazon, or you can go ahead and rent one. In our area, there's a place in Riverside called La Cadena Masonry Supply. They rent out stamps, so you could tackle a project like this if it's something that you're comfortable with, but just never done stamping. It's not hard, but it is something that you do, got to put a little bit of work in to make sure you get it done right. But that's gonna be it for this one. And this is just a quick little shot of the turf. That was the other part of the project. We were just doing a small piece of turf up front, so went ahead and knocked that one out while I had the guys at a job site. But let me know what you guys think about these how-to videos, if that's something you guys want to see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good one.